Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. If I seemed a little off in that video, that's because I was a little bit tipsy. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about what to do when you are feeling depressed. Depression is an interesting topic. I think it's something that we all go through. Also, I really hope the sound quality is working. I really hope the sound quality is working because these mics, they're not that good. Anyways, depression is a very interesting topic because I think it's something that we all go through at some point, but none of us ever have like a no, that's a lie. Some people do have very healthy routines and ways to get out of it. But I'm just going to share my experience with depression. And it's only going to be like a little bit of what my experience is because I've been depressed before for long periods of time. So last week, all of last week, I would say I was going through a bit of a depression phase because it does come in phases. So what happens with me, I lose my appetite. I barely get sleep. Even when I'm up, I'm just tired. I don't want to deal with life. I don't want to talk to anybody. And I feel like depression is not a feeling, but it's more so a state of mind. So I think you can be depressed, but not know you're depressed because you have like moments of happiness within your depression. So it's very easy for yourself to think that you're not depressed. If you want to know about what the symptoms of depression are, I'm not going to tell you because it really varies from person to person. I rate just go watch other YouTube videos. I still don't know which camera to look in. I shouldn't have started recording this now. Yeah, go look at symptoms of depression and YouTube it or Google it or whatever. So, anyways, I'm gonna share some things that help me. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor. I'm just sharing the things that have helped me whenever I felt depressed. Here are some of the things not to do. Drinking. If you are feeling depressed, it's very easy to think, let me go get a bottle and drink it all away. Don't do that. You're going to fuck your shit up. Put down the bottle, stop drinking for a while. Drink some water, drink some organic juice, not like not concentrate juice because that's not really juice. Drink some like real juice, made from like real fruits. Alcohol, if you guys don't know, is actually a depressant. It doesn't take away your depression. It actually makes you even more depressed if you're using it to take away your feelings of depression. So that's the first thing. Also, with these topics, I'm probably going to touch on these again in later videos. So I'm not really going to dive too deep into each thing. I'm just my videos I think are going to be like kind of shorter from now on because I think the first video that I made about religion was like 20 minutes and that's just like way too long. Nobody has that attention span. The second thing I would stop doing is weed. If any of you guys are depressed and you smoke weed, I understand that yes, it can make you feel like it's helping your depression and it can make you feel like it can feel like fucking hell, my light just died again. And I don't want to use my room light, but it looks like I have to. I know weed may it may seem like a nice fruit because I've noticed when it comes to weed, people have this thing of oh no, it's natural, it's not a drug. But hey guys, that thing is a drug. I've seen people get addicted to weed. There's proper weed addicts. Again, like alcohol, it doesn't get rid of the depression. It only gives you kind of a crutch. It's more of a crutch. And I've noticed with a lot of these things, in terms of like weed and alcohol specifically, you end up you need to feel these emotions. But that's I'm gonna get into that step later. So yeah, cut out weed, cut out alcohol. So okay, what's another thing you should stop? Stop. You know what? Off the top of my head, because this is what this video is. It is off the top of my head. It's not planned. I don't have I didn't script this out. As you can see, I'm talking here. I'm not using my laptop. Um, so things I would start doing if I'm feeling depressed. Number one, start taking walks if you live in an area where you can take walks, because I know some of you don't. But definitely start taking walks, start going outside so that you can. I don't know, there's something about the fresh air and the sun that just lifts my mood up. I like it, especially when it's like spring or yeah. Let me tell you my favorite times. My favorite times to take walks are early in the morning and when the sun is setting, perfect time. There's something like therapeutic about it. Also during spring, if you're watching this video and you're experiencing spring right now, probably if you're in the US, if you're in South Africa, not so much. But if you're experiencing spring like I am, it's a great season to take walks. It's the weather is just fine. Another thing I would start doing is listening to happy music. I know these kind of seem like generic things, but they actually work for me. I've noticed when I get depressed, it's very easy to listen to sad songs because they feel comforting. But those sad songs kind of reinforce that depression. Um, it's kind of like, what you expose your mind to is you become what. Okay, yeah. It's like, how they say you become what you eat, right? Like if you eat junk food, you're gonna be like a junk person. It's the same with depression, I think. Whereas if you listen to depression if you listen to depressing things, you are going to be a depressed person. So listen to more uplifting stuff, watch more uplifting videos, and it won't solve your problems, but it'll definitely help in terms of making you feel better. Another thing with depression is like you do have to fight it. It's not easy because, like I said, living in that depressed realm, it can feel very comforting, and that's what's so dangerous about depression is that it's very comfortable. Depression is very comfortable. It took me a while to fight my way out of it, and I still think to some degree I am, but I'm in a much better space. That's why I feel the need to talk about it so that hopefully some of you guys can connect on that level. Okay, it's three more things. So the third thing, is it the third thing? Oh, it's the third from last, but I think it's also the third thing. So your diet. You need to change what you eat. What you eat plays a vital part in how you feel. If you eat junk food, you will feel like shit. Is this video over? Going to start it again. If you eat shit food, you will become a shit person, and if you consume shit things, you will become shit. So that's why I've been trying to. The first thing I did was fast because fasting it's a really effective way to get the junk out of your system. So take a nice little fast and then just hop on fruits and it's easy to start with fruits, man. Fruits are nature's sweets. So start with the fruits and then get on some veggies. If you have a blender, it's easier, man. It's so easy. Just get fruits and vegetables, put that shit in the blender, add some water, add some milk, blend that shit, drink that shit. That's what I do. Again, it's a process, but it'll help. The fifth, I hope it's a fifth, but second to last thing that I would do is start praying. I'm not really a religious person myself, but man, there is just something, and it is hard as well to do, like especially when you're first starting off, and if you're not religious and if you haven't done it in a while, praying it is a bit of a difficult thing for me to do because I didn't grow up doing it. But when I made it more of a habit, the changes in my life wouldn't be like overnight and immediate, but they would gradually get better. And interestingly enough, I tested it out because okay, I didn't test it out. I just stopped praying. But when I did stop praying, I noticed I noticed a difference because you just keep it all in here and you don't have anywhere to let it out, especially if you live a more kermit lifestyle, like if you don't talk to anybody, if you barely have any friends, or if you're just a very to yourself person, if you find it hard to talk to people about how you feel, yeah, definitely pray. And if you're not religious, it doesn't have to be to God. It can be to the universe or whatever you call it, or you can even just say how you feel out loud to yourself. But I think it'll definitely help. If not, pray, journal, write down your feeling. I feel like it's almost the same thing, but not really, because there's a element of prayer in terms of what, I won't even get into that. Last but not least, I would say this is the most effective thing you can do if you're feeling depressed is meditation. They say like prayer is talking to God, meditation is listening to God. And I've had some crazy experiences while meditating, especially in my younger days when I was more innocent and I wasn't so hurt by life. Um, yeah, when you meditate, especially when you get into the deeper states of meditation, you begin to see the interconnectedness of life, or at least let me say for me, I felt like there was interconnectedness of life, and you begin to see yourself in everything and in everyone, and you I kind of realized that damn, we're all just everybody's going through things and everybody's just trying to figure it out, and there's just like different levels to it. But man, even currently right now, I don't really, it's not that I don't have the words to describe what meditation can do for oneself, but I don't think it's I think it's way too early to talk about the intricacies of meditation, because it gets psychedelically weird. If that's a thing, it can get super like whoa. um but yeah, those are my this is yeah that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed how to deal with depression. Like I said, it's a tricky kind of subject because you know depression is so different on different people, but again, I was just giving my views. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye.